Hey, this is Steven from RC Engineering, and today we are going to be talking about the Furibee F36. The Furibee F36 is a $14 quadcopter from Banggood, China. $14 ready to fly. It comes with one full set of extra props, a charger, a 150 milliamp hour 3.7 volt 20C battery with the high amperage connector, and it comes with a controller, so it is ready to fly. Do not need anything else besides this guy and a USB port to charge. For the USB port, you could use any sort of car charger or a computer car charger, phone charger, or your computer. And then this guy needs three AAAs, three AAAs. So, to fly. And then this also comes with a screwdriver to take that screw out. So, this guy is ready to go, and we're going to take it up into the air and talk about it a little bit. And then we'll get to my conclusion. So, put the battery in there. Go ahead and connect it. It'll flash like that. When it becomes solid, it's ready to fly. As you can see, the reason why I recommend this guy over all the other ones that are similar, like the Eachine E010 or any of the other ones that are similar to the Eachine E010, is the punch out. This quad is absolutely crazy powerful out of the box. The motors are absolutely great. And so, I actually had two of these guys. One I had for myself, and this one I actually bought for my dad to fly around work during breaks and to fly with one of his buddies that likes RC stuff at work. My version, the one that I bought, I turned into a tiny whoop, and so I'm very familiar with these models, as this is the second one I got. And again, I got this for my dad for Christmas. Okay, so this is the standard yaw rate here. See, pretty slow. And then this is the left and right. Turn forward and back is about the same as left and right. Actually, forward and back are a little bit more pitched than left and right. And then we have that double beep is dual rates, and if I could show you guys, that button there is dual rates, and that you can see I'm quite a bit more pitched. The dual rates doesn't do anything to the throttle response. It just increases the rates of your direction, and you can see now the new yaw rate. And with this, it gives very good funnels, which is basically you turn left on the yaw and you go forward into the turn. So some of the other options is it does have like a headless mode. This is the headless mode. It sort of guessed where I was, okay. So basically the idea is no matter which way you're pitched, it will try to remember where you were. So no matter which, it sort of knows where I am, but it thinks I'm like over there on the couch when I'm not actually over there. So this is back in regular mode. So that was pressing in the left stick, and then to do flips, which this guy's does flips out of the box, you press in the right stick, and then you tell it which way you want it to flip. So press in the right stick, and then I did a right flip there, and then now left flip, forward flip, back flip. So again, let me show you. Press in, go the direction you want, and that'll do a flip. And these four buttons here are for trimming your quad so it doesn't drift so much. So for example, I'm going a little bit to the right, so I'm going to trim it to the left. Now I'm going to the left, right there. Now I'm not moving at all. Now that you see, it's not perfect. It matters also how bent your frame is and stuff. So absolutely amazing quad for 14. I bought it on sale at Banggood for $14 or AliExpress, and I happened to find a warehouse in the United States out of LA that would ship it. That it would ship it to my house quick enough to get it to my dad for Christmas. I think it was 7 days or so, and got it back to the house. So if you want to get it quicker, check on either AliExpress or Banggood. I'll figure out where I got it from and put it in the description. And you could get it to your house quicker if you live in the States. Especially for me, I live in California, so obviously I live in South Bay, California, so LA is really close there, so I got it really quickly. So absolutely amazing quad for learning. And so what I did is I bought this quad for myself. This quad's for my dad, but I had a second one, which was the first one I bought. That one I had for myself. And what I did with that is I wanted to get into Tiny Whoop. This is the exact same thing, actually a carbon copy of the inductrix to fly. It's a carbon copy of an inductrix shortly after the inductrix came out. And the reason being is that they wanted to copy it to make it cheaper and ready to fly versus the inductrix ready to fly at $80. This was only $14, so way cheaper to get started with this. I believe it came out with better motors, and also it came with a lot smaller controller that's easier to fly. And it came with similar, the batteries aren't as good, I think, but it's cool that they have the high amp connector on it. So it comes with really good motors and really stable platform with a controller to fly with. So the first thing I did, I bought this guy, and I got really good at flying it. Then I attached a Crazy Pony 25 milliwatt canopy with camera in VTX. And then I flew it with FPV, and I bought Eachine 800D goggles, which were $70, and flew it to FPV. Then I noticed that when you do that, the throttle requires about 3/4 throttle to get off the ground, which I would prefer it half throttle to get off the ground, and then you have a little bit better resolution. So then what I did is I changed the motors to 17,000 kV to 19,000 kV. But I didn't want to cut the connectors off, so I bought a different board to connect to my DX7. I bought a B-Core version 1 to connect to, that has DSM2 that would connect to my DX7. But once I did that, it wasn't nearly as portable anymore because I didn't have this controller anymore. I think that is great with this stock controller. It'd be really cool to turn it into a Tiny Whoop and then fly it with the controller that this controller right here, and then fly it with that basic motor swap. And then I would put a battery. I put a Crazy Pony 230 milliamp hour battery, and then like cut the plug off of this guy, and then solder it, and then unsolder this guy, and then solder this on there, and then solder on your VTX and camera onto there. Then swap this to 17,000 kV motor, and then cut off the connector and solder this to the board. You should be ready to go to Tiny Whoop with you have enough power to get off the ground at half throttle and be able to motor around perfectly fine. That's what I would recommend on this guy. Obviously no acro mode. That would just be flying around the house, flying in between things and stuff like that. So yeah, really great quad. I really recommend it for $14 in LA, quick shipping, great for presents for people. Let's say you have an event coming up, and or you're going to visit a cousin or something you haven't seen in a while, a kid cousin. This is definitely something to get, because I went to again visit my family for Christmas in Oregon, and all of the kids just flew the crap out of this one. That's where you can see a lot of scratches, and it still lived to tell the tale, and now it's still flying great. So I'd highly recommend this to anybody. So you'll see a lot more of this guy. We'll do some mods to make it better in upcoming videos. So this has been Steven from RC Engineering. If you like this video, please subscribe for more videos like it on my channel. And if you would like to support me, go ahead and check out my Patreon in the description to become a Patreon to support my videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.